this was like maybe like a week after our season ended. There was an event at Nats Park
Right.
where it was for all of the people that work at the stadium, the security guards, the ushers, the vendors, and my wife and I. We crashed it. We were still in DC, and we got to meet a bunch of those folks, and it was really fun. And then afterwards, we were we decided to go out to eat. Actually, no, we went to a movie, but we took the metro, and I'm standing on the metro platform waiting for the train, and a group of kids comes up, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, you know who you look like?
That's
And
so
like,
funny.
and I think because maybe like I had just come from like an event like that,
Yeah.
where I was doing like maybe like some meet and greet stuff. Like
Right.
I was in that mode, right? So cool, like they recognize me. Like I finally made it, you know. Like
Sure.
I've been in DC for like 3
Right.
months now. Like I'm getting recognized
Yeah.
around town. Like yeah, this is cool. And like so I go to open my mouth to respond, and the kid's like Seth Rogan.
So great.
And I was like, what? And like, I looked at my wife, and she was like doubled over in laughter. She pointed at me laughing a couple times, and I was like,
That's great.
like she was like, I wish you could have seen your face,
Right.
because like for a second you thought you were famous. Like, she was like, you idiot. She was like, are you kidding me? Like, no. She's like, you're a one-inning reliever. Like, get on. She's like, get on the train.
How old were
That's a
these
great-
kids?
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Were they
high s-
teenagers?
Yeah, they were in
Oh,
high school
yeah.
probably.
By the way, it's okay to be compared to Seth Rogen. That guy's wildly
Oh, I know.
successful.
Yeah. That no, that.
It's
Straight
trust
if
me.
you're him, though.
Trust me, yeah, I want to be clear. That wasn't necessarily like the
Right.
punchline. It
Yeah.
was that like I was
Sure.
like getting big for my britches and,
Right.
and feeling really important.
Yeah.
And I can still hear the laughter echoing off of like the tube of the
Yeah.
tunnel in the metro. Like it was really funny.
So when did you start throwing again after the season ended last year?
Uh,
How long do you typically take a break? A couple weeks, 3 weeks, month?
I'll take a month off from doing anything.
So you won't throw a ball for a month.
No, I won't throw a ball for. I think this year I started throwing right after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So that was
Wow, that's a while. That's a big break.
so. But I took 3 weeks off. I didn't do anything, and then I did my shoulder exercises for 2 weeks to get the arm moving again. Start a strengthening program again, and then started throwing, and at first it's really light, and it's maybe only 3 or 4 days a week,
Right.
where you're only going out to 75 or 90 feet,
Right.
so that by the time middle of December really start cranking it up. And
Now, where are you doing this?
I was doing it in Chicago. We were in Chicago this off season, and give a shout out to Concordia University. It's a D3 school that's in the neighborhood that we lived, and
That's where you worked out?
that's where I was getting my throwing in and working with the guys, and they let me hang out with them and spend
Is
some
that where
time
the
with
wife's
them in
from?
practice. Yeah, my wife's from
Because
Chicago.
you're a New Jersey kid, right?
I grew up
Yeah.
in New Jersey, yeah, and so we live in Chicago now. That's home base for us in the off season, and so it was good. And we came down here. I was here maybe 3 weeks before camp started.
Right.
No, I'd never had spring training in Florida,
Yeah.
and I wanted to kind of scope out the new digs and get the lay of the land.
Next year, if you don't want to go to Chicago, UMBC has a really nice facility.
Oh,
You got really nice. I mean, you go in there and work out there.
Oh, that's true.
How long are we into? How did it take this long?
I don't know. Your manager said we should bring it up first.
Right,
Well,
I'm surprised.
We wanted to ease into it.
Yeah, I thought maybe like people. This for, is there a timer on this thing?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've been doing it for like 10 minutes.
Where'd you watch the game? Where were you watching it?
I at home by myself.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't
When
believe
did
what
it
you're
dawn
seeing.
on you that this was real trouble?
Like in the first half, like 10 minutes into the game,
You're
and
like,
it was like it was like 10-10, and I was like, this is not good. I was like, I know, like it's good that they're not scoring a lot of points, but we're not scoring any points either. And the longer we let them hang around,
Right.
at halftime it was 21-21.
Right.
And my wife was she was traveling, she was visiting family, and she was like worried about me. Like, she was texting. She was like, "Are you okay? Like, I just saw the score. Like, are you okay?" She was just texting me throughout the second half. Like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, are you okay?"
Right.
Because I was at home by myself, like just pacing around the apartment. But I went through like all of the what is it, like the 7
Spectrum
stages of grief in
denial,
the second.
right.
Yeah,
Acceptance.
and I'd reached
yeah.
acceptance by the final buzzer. So I was okay. I was, by the time I had to come to work the next day, I was like, I feel like.
So you did watch the
Yeah.
entire game.
Yeah.
You've gotten past it.
Yeah.
You know,